fighters threw punches at the same time, and because of his superior reach, it was Macay that scored. But 2.0 is a compact man, and if he can get inside that rangy jab, he can do some damage. Oh, and again takes him to the canvas. That's where he wants to be.
But not a takedown that scores, right? We see Macay already back up onto his feet. His butt never hit the mat. Isamu here still trying to look for some sort of a throw or some sort of a takedown, and really what he needs to do is he needs to control the position. Isamu looking at a leg lock possibly here. Now on top after a sweep. Bit of a scramble. Bit of a scramble here. Back into the full guard. Good groundwork displayed by the Fairtex fighter. Isamu looking to pass into the half guard now. We saw him get mount right as the last round ended, so it does look like Isamu's got a bit better of a ground game. If he could push that knee through the middle of his legs, Isamu will be back in the mounted position again. And now he's on the back.
Oh, just avoided the rear naked chokehold. Wriggled his way around, and back they go to their feet to ripples of applause from our ringside crowd.
Isamu breathing heavy, hands down at his waist, mouth open now. What I'd really like to see him do is keep his hands up and circle, use his jab if he's tired. One of the things about all those takedowns is it uses a lot of energy, especially when you're trying to hold somebody down and all they're trying to do is get back up.
Oh, both fighters are fighting with their mouth open, Ray. It's hard work in there. Looks to be a little bit of a graze on the right-hand side of Isamu Himura's face. I'm not saying it's bleeding yet, but there's certain redness.
Isamu driving him into the fence. Good display of power there. Trying to work a couple of knees out of a modified Muay Thai clinch. And a clean break again.
Both fighters breathing quite hard. Isamu being told by his corner to keep his chin down, keep it tucked in.
Macay brings that head kick back in. And Isamu right in onto that single leg. Head on the inside. What Isamu needs to do is he needs to try to rotate Macay to his left.
Spins free.
Isamu needs to keep his hands up now.
Isamu, they're looking a little bit flat-footed towards the end of that round. And look how tired he looks as he paces back. Really struggling to get back to his stool. We saw him go to the wrong stool at the end of the first round. He knew where he was going at the end of the second, but let's just say he wasn't walking towards it with as much purpose as he did when he entered the ring. Fatigue is starting to tell.
I'd give that second round to Isamu just simply because of the takedowns. He was able to pass guard. He had the back for a short moment. Macay did land the high kick, which was probably the most effective strike in the round. But if I'm judging that and if I'm scoring that, I'd have it 1 round apiece entering into the third and final round.
Best way to go into a third and final round, 1 round apiece. It means we're back to square one. It's all or nothing for the final 5 minutes. Xavier Macay, the first man to get to his feet. Isamu Himura in the army-style shorts there, looking the more tired of the two, although, as we've said, both men fighting with their mouths open. But Isamu does look to be slightly the worse for wear in terms of conditioning. The touch of gloves for the final session here, and on Ray's card, the winner of this round wins it all. Let's see. There are 3 other judges at ringside. Good kick by Macay.
Macay coming out very aggressive with his striking here. I'm sure landing that high kick had to be a confidence builder coming into this third and final round.
I wonder if he senses, as we have, that his opponent is tiring slightly.
I don't know how you can. He's stumbling back right now. And sometimes it's not so much the training camp. Sometimes it's your breathing patterns. If you're holding your breath as you're trying to take people down, if you're holding your breath as you're throwing your punches, A lot of times when you see that spit flying out of the mouth, it's those fighters making that hissing sound as they're pushing their abs together.
He took a knee to the head as he pulled his opponent down there, did Isamu.
And you see Macay doing a great job of not going to the mat. Pummeling his hands inside, rotating away from the fence, getting back up. That's part of what's making 2.0 so tired.
Encouragement from Stephen Percival to keep it going. He's pleased with what he sees. That's good to know. Good right hand from Macay. Flush on the jaw. It was just a single blow. Would have been nice to see him follow up.
Head kick's going to be coming in shortly, guys.
Watch out. Race called it. There it is. Well, not quite the head, but... and that little stabbing left leg to the midriff as well. Kind of like a leg jab, if you will. It's been the pattern of the fight that Macay's had the upper hand when they're on their feet, and Isamu Himura has been looking to take it down, rushing his opponent, grabbing waists and legs, and as we see there, driving his opponent into the cage.
Macay doing a great job of remaining standing. You pay attention to his feet. His feet aren't square into the center of the ring. They're angled off. When you angle yourself off, it takes your hips off of the fence. Your hips are no longer straight off of the fence. It makes it a lot harder to get taken down that way. Good display of takedown defense.
Whoever wins this round has a really good chance of winning the fight. Don't leave it up to the judges, says referee Stephen Percival.
Macay just needs to pour it on. Go for the finish. If he pours it on, I don't see 2.0 being able to withstand it. It'll be back to the drawing board for version 3.0. 2.5, I don't know. Some more work's needed, I'll tell you that.
Well, he just took a very disarming kick to the side of his left knee. That jab just fended away, and it's about all Himura can do now. Very heavy leg, there's no bounce. And that's a very good kick again, the same one that we saw a moment ago.
Those kicks are very similar to a baseball bat. It's done with the shin, smashing against his thigh.
And with the crowd behind Macay, it seems, wanting him to press forward and finish it before it goes to the judges. Himura hasn't, to be fair, ever looked in real trouble, though. Just about been able to handle himself and make those advances to the canvas that he wants. Oh, that was a good kick. It landed flush on the side of the jaw. Wasn't quite the heaviness behind it to take him down, but it was very crisp. The judges will have noted that, you can be sure. Another one comes in, but it's blocked away by Himura's left arm. In comes the jab. Macay looking to finish this fight with eye-opening combinations. A good right hand to the chin. In comes the left, followed up by a kick. His opponent's going backward, but takes him to the mat. And down they go. Credit to Himura. But he's not in the advantageous position there.
Looking for the rear naked choke here. 2.0 doing a good job of just staying in the fight. You got to give him credit for that. You've got to give him credit for staying in the fight. This has been a tough round for him with the leg kicks, the head kicks, with his fatigue. Just being able to keep standing, you've got to give him credit for that.
Completely agree. And it's the final 10 seconds. And it was gratefully received by Isamu Himura, opening his arms, saying, thank goodness for that. I think I'm going to make it. And he did. He did more than that, to be fair. He probably won at least a round. It looks to me as if Macay's the winner. Uday Joshi will get the news from the judges here at ringside. And we'll let you know in a few moments who has won the second fight in Martial Combat 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Joey Lipton scores the bout 29-28 for Isamu Himura. Judge Alexander Barazovic scores the bout 30-28 for Xavier Macay. And Judge George Robinson scores the bout 29-29 for a split draw decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know why that seems to be an unpopular decision at ringside. It was a very, very exciting contest. Let's have a word with both fighters. First of all, Javier, you seem to want to have the fight on the feet all the time. You showed good striking ability. That was presumably your game plan.
Yeah, that was the initial game plan. I was thinking of maybe working some takedowns at some point, maybe some ground moves, but he felt real strong in the clinch and on the ground. So, you know, I was kind of being real wary of that. He's a strong guy.
Who do you think won the fight?
I don't know. I'm not going to judge that. I was waiting for the judges, and they're the pros. So I just come and fight. I don't really judge fights. I just come in, get in shape, and fight.
Nicely said. Isamu, again for you. I'll just come over this side. It seemed as if you wanted to take the fight to the canvas. That's where you seem to be strongest. Is that the way you saw it?
Well, I always thought that takedowns scored more than punches, so obviously not today.
Do you think you did enough to win the fight?
Yeah, I do. Period.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have two very accomplished fighters here who entertained us for 15 full minutes. The result's a draw. Let's give them the applause they deserve. Come on. Well done, fellas.